The first half of the 2025 MotoGP season has been all about one rider, Marc Márquez. He's not just fast, he's seizing power, conquering circuits, breaking the Ducati team's dominance, and shaking up its stability. Meanwhile, Bagnaia has been marginalized and deeply frustrated on his home turf. Is this the beginning of a major rift within Ducati, or the end of the Bagnaia era? Let's discuss. Throughout the first half of the 2025 season, Marc Márquez secured 11 wins in the 12 sprint races held. This near-complete dominance has only been interrupted once, by his younger brother, Alex Marquez. Marc has been equally ferocious in the main races. He has claimed 6 consecutive wins, leaving his rivals fighting for second place. Amid this extraordinary record, Francesco Bagnaia has been left speechless. The two-time world champion, once hailed as the leader of Ducati's new era, now seems marginalized. He is no longer the center of attention in Ducati's Bologna garage. In contrast, Marquez's brilliance has overshadowed everything, as if swallowing up all the space Bagnaia once held. I knew he was fast. I knew he was brave, but I never imagined he would be this dominant, Pecco confessed in a candid interview, his bitterness hard to hide. We were on the same bike, but he took the Ducati to a different level. It was unbelievable. It felt like I was running on the same track, but he was already a few corners ahead. Bagnaia's only win of the season at the Circuit of the Americas was bittersweet. Not because of his performance, but because Marquez, who was in the lead, crashed. This made the victory seem like a stroke of luck rather than the result of technical superiority or courage. It wasn't a victory I was proud of, he continued. It was because Marc crashed, not because I was faster than him. That hurt because I knew I could do better. Now, he was the one who had silenced everyone. The MotoGP world was now witnessing a new era at Ducati, not the Bagnaia era. But the Marquez era, Pecco, like his rivals, must find a way to regain relevance before it's too late. Francesco Bagnaia was once the proud face of Ducati, an icon of a new generation that elevated the Italian manufacturer to the top of the world. But this season, everything has changed. The spotlight, the analysts, and the fanaticism of fans have now turned to one name. Marc Márquez, the 8-time world champion, came to Ducati not with promises, but with proof. He has silenced all doubts about his age, his history of injuries, and the big questions about his transition from his longtime Honda. In just half a season, Marquez has not only become one with the Desmos Adichie GP25, he has conquered it, with a riding style that's both brutal and calm and sharp and precise. He's become a natural leader on a star-studded team. He's not just fast, he knows when to attack and when to wait. He understands tire pressure and consumption and reads his opponents with precision, said Bagnaia matter-of-factly. Then he added, with honesty and a hint of bitterness, I've seen him from within the team, and I can say with confidence that what he does on the track is impossible to replicate. It's a surprising statement from a 2-time world champion who was once considered the heir to Ducati's era of dominance. However, Bagnaia knows that Marquez is more than just a rival. Marquez is the new standard, the benchmark that anyone aspiring to be a champion must now strive to achieve. For Ducati, the wind has shifted. They are now relying on Marquez, not because of history, but because of reality. He is the new center of gravity in the red Bordeaux Panigale paddock. His teammates weren't the only ones impressed. MotoGP legend Jorge Lorenzo also spoke out, expressing his admiration for Marquez. In an emotional interview, Lorenzo said that Marquez was no longer human, but something else entirely. He's on a different level, Lorenzo said. Not just because of his speed, but because of his mentality. He's not afraid of injury. That's what makes him truly dangerous. Marquez is known for tackling technical left-hand corners, which are notoriously slippery and risky. While other riders slow down or hesitate, Marquez rides with complete confidence, as if he cast fear aside long ago. For him, pain isn't a reason to back down. It's part of the game, Lorenzo added. His weakness is his strength. When others fear losing control, he sees an opportunity to attack. He turns the throttle just when everyone else is holding back. In a world of logic and calculation, Marquez is an anomaly, a rider who bets on his body and wins. Marc Márquez's dominance isn't just about his aggressive riding style or daring maneuvers. It symbolizes the most radical transformation Ducati has undergone in the past decade. The decision to sign Marquez when most observers doubted his worth after years of injuries was initially seen as a major gamble. "We knew there was a risk, but the result exceeded expectations," said Gigi D'Allegna, general manager of Ducati Course, his voice trembling and his eyes filling with tears after Marquez's fifth consecutive victory at the Czech GP. Tears of emotion could be seen and heard inside the red garage. Technicians, mechanics, and team staff embraced, realizing they were witnessing history being rewritten before their eyes. Marc Márquez is now officially the first Ducati rider to record 5 consecutive wins. Even legends like Casey Stoner, Andrea Dovizioso, and Francesco Bagnaia failed to achieve this record. Marquez is not just one with our bike, he is one with our spirit, with the heart of Ducati itself, emphasized D'Allegna. What was once just a dream has now become an undeniable new era. Marquez's time with Ducati. But this season's story isn't over yet. Behind Ducati's dominance, Aprilia Racing is starting to show its teeth. Marco Bezzecchi has scored 2 podiums in the last 3 races, and Aprilia's team boss, Massimo Rivola, is speaking out. "We're no longer a shadow. We're a true challenger. We're not afraid of Marquez. We're ready to attack." Aprilia has overhauled the RSGP's electronics and aerodynamics, creating a bike that's now more stable and aggressive. With the return of Jorge Martin, Aprilia now has 2 weapons with which to break Ducati's red domination. "We're not at the top of the standings yet, but we're getting there. I'm sure that on some tracks we can beat Marquez," Rivola warned. The Red Bull Ring circuit in Spielberg, Austria, which will host the next race, is a battleground, according to Rivola. This fast technical track could be the arena in which Aprilia demonstrates its new strengths. The race in Brno was an epic culmination when the world witnessed the arrogance of a true champion. Starting from second place, Marquez ambushed Marco Bezzecchi on the 10th lap with a deadly precise maneuver, then cruised unchallenged to the finish line. It wasn't just a victory, it was a declaration of power, an unofficial coronation that a new era had begun. The season still has plenty of drama left, but the narrative is becoming undeniable. Marquez isn't just back, he's reclaimed the throne. The Ducati chapter in MotoGP history will be written in gold, and Marc Márquez's name will be etched in the first paragraph, the first line. He's not just a replacement for the legends of the past. He's the embodiment of a new legend living, bold, and unstoppable. Can Aprilia stop this red storm? Can Bagnaia rise and reclaim his status as Ducati's leader? Leave your thoughts below.